Today we're gonna take a look at installing this also top-up system, and I'm gonna change a slide valve. So let's go. So welcome back, guys. We're going to install that top-up system today, and that slide valve. Gonna change that on the Nexus. I got a leak in the one I use when I clean the Nexus. So that's gonna be a little tricky to change that, but I think it's possible. So yeah, and I would love to fit a ball valve, but I don't got the space for it. So now I changed the slide valve I got to, let's see if I got it. I don't got it, but I'm going to change it to a slide valve where you can take it apart and change the middle section. So if it starts to leak, you can change it. And of course, this lovely top-up system. Already got it on my main pump. It's working, amazing. Never skipped a beat. Actually used to clean the sensors, but now I haven't cleaned the sensors in 2 months, 4 months, and it's still going. So yeah, and it's at the moment turning on, I don't know, 2 times a day because I got the leaking slide valve. So let me show you what we are going to do. So this is my my pre-fillers for all my water that's going in. I got a solenoid valve already in place because it keeps the pressure out of the fillers. So there's no pressures in the fillers when the solenoid valve is closed. And yeah, I had some issues with the smaller ones that the plastic actually, when the solenoid valve turns on and off, it's over time the plastic actually breaks and start to leak. So that's why it's before the filters, and it runs all the way over and comes up into this pipe, and it works great for the main pond. But when I need to top this up, I actually need to go over to my control box, switch it to mode 2, switch it back to mode 1. You can see it turns off or turns on, and then I actually need to plug a hose into this and over to my Growon tank. And yeah, it works, but sometimes I forget that I'm topping the pond up. So you can imagine water all over the place. So that's why I'm going to fit this auto top-up system. And here we got the leaking slide valve. See, there's not a lot of space to work with, but I think we can do it. I got some spare fittings as well, so I could cut it here and heat it up and take it out, and this I'm going to cut on the slide valve, so I can pull this bit off, so I don't need to get under the Nexus. And yeah, let's take a look. Let's turn this down a bit. So this is my decking I'm building. But yeah, let's see if you can see it. It's just running out. So that's why we need to change that slot valve. The first thing is we're going to unbox this. It's a controller with 2 sensors that turn on and off the switch. And what we got in the box is we got 2 sensors like this, and the other sensor. Then we got 2 clips for mounting the sensors. Somewhere it could be on the wall. And then we got the unit. So it got, I already have the unit on my main pump, but it got 2 modes to run in. Mode 1 and 2. So the difference is mode 1, when the lowest sensor is activated, it's going to switch on. And when the top sensor is activated, it's going to turn off. And mode 2, top sensor is activated, it's going to turn on. And when the minimum sensor is activated, it's going to turn off. So that's the 2 modes it can run in. And you can power a pump or a solenoid valve, or yeah, almost anything from this outlet to control the water level in your pond. I'm going to use it with a solenoid valve. So when the minimum sensor is activated, it's going to turn on the water supply, and when the max sensor is activated, it's going to turn it off again. So that is what you get in the box. 2 sensors, 2 clips, and the unit. And you also get these to mount it on the wall. And of course the instructions. Now these 2 clips, if you got a fiberglass pond, it's hard to screw it into the pond. So I actually 3D printed sensor box, of course with my logo on it. But the plan is to mount these 2, and so I mounted 2 clips on the box, and then I glue the box to the fiberglass in the pond. And then it got a cover that can slide into, and it got holes in the bottom of the cover, so the water level can rise up. The first box I made, there were holes all the way up, but I found that if fish are splashing around and you got holes in the top, it can affect the sensors. So I removed them and only kept what's actually needed in the bottom. And I got some more 3D printed stuff. I got some covers for the solenoid valves. And I got the 2 solenoid valves. So let's see if they fit. They do. I don't know which way. I think it's this way. Yeah, like this. So the connections are covered if they are mounted outside. So what I'm going to do is, now I got the hose running around and into the filters, so I'm going to change that to PVC pipe. So it runs from the filter over to the wall and through the wall, and then I got to connect the hose outside. Yeah, so let's get into it. Let's do some drilling. got the pipe through the wall. Yeah, and something else, because of the condensation, I got mold on the wall. So yeah, I need to wipe that down in something. So if you know something awesome to keep mold away, let me know in the comments, because it's literally all over the place, especially over here. Let's turn that down a bit. Especially around the Tempest and that wall down there, because you got all the condensation. Yeah. So let me know in the comments if you got something awesome to wipe that down with. So now we got the pipe through the wall, and now I'm going to fit the fittings and the pipe up to the pre-filter, and I will pick you up. Now I got the pipes in place. I let's see. I added a small ball valve, so when the winter comes, I can turn off the water from the inside and let the pipe from the water valve that goes through the wall out to the hose empty for water, so they don't I don't know, explode. I don't know what you call it, but if you get water frozen into the pipe, they can crack. So that was the thought about doing that. And then the pipe is just going in a straight line over to the filters. And I didn't solvent weld anything yet. And let me show on the outside if I can. Oh, sorry, what is going on here? I clicked the wrong button. So let's see. You can turn this down to. Let's see. The outside looks like this. So the hose is going from here under the decking and down to down to the water hose. It's actually there, but I can move it over there. So yeah. So now I actually just need to solvent weld those, but I think I will, before I do that. Oh, let's turn on the light again. Before that, I will change the piping around here as well, and behind here is where the solenoid valve should be, but the plan was to cut it here, add a T and make the pipes go over, but I can actually, down under here where the 90 is, I can cut that, add a T and go over and up instead. So I don't have so many pipes floating in the air. Everything is done. The only thing I need to do, or two things I need to do, is I need to get some wiring done for the solenoid valves. And like I said, I got these plugs and they will be going 2 wires into each. So when this unit turns on, it's going to turn on the solenoid valve on the before the pre-filter, and it's going to turn on this one. And the same with the new box, new controller. It's going to turn on the solenoid valve on the pre-filter and the one that I just installed over there. And they should open and close simultaneously. So So I avoid the pressure in my pre-filters. So yeah, I need to take a break. Turns out I don't have a leaking slide valve. I just have a ball valve that I forgot to close. So that was easy. Now I don't have to change that slide valve. So I could actually take this apart and use it on the slide valve I broke on my Growon tank. I stepped on it and yeah, it cracked, and I fixed it with some glue. Yeah, but I need to change it at some point, so I can save that for later. Now we only need that wiring for the valves to the control unit, and we need to mount the unit on the wall. And I think I'm gonna mount these, I don't know what you call them, trays, cable trays, whatever, to run the wiring in. So it's gonna look pretty good, so we don't have wires all over. And now the wiring is done. So let me show you. We're gonna take a look at the control unit. I fixed all these wirings, so it looks pretty good. So we have the two sensors and the valve connected here, and they are going all the way in these trays, and the box is mounted here. And we got another tray running around and up to the auto feeder and continues over here. Got the valve for the Growon tank and the valve for the main pump. It's currently filling up the main pump, and I switch off the air so you can hear what I'm saying. And it just continues over here. Here we got the wire for the valve for the main pump, and I still need to fix this mess, but that will be another time. Yeah, and I actually changed a bit. So this valve was supposed to run with the control units, but instead I actually wired it up to a smart plug, because then I can actually decide when the water is going into the filter house and when it's not. So I don't need it to top it up all the time. I just need to the unit to top up the system when I've done a water change or something like that. And if I went away for, let's say, a week or a weekend or something like that, I can just switch it on, and the first valve would stay on, and yeah, the controllers would take care of the rest. That was it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you like this kind of content, where I install stuff, show stuff like that, like this video, let me know in the comments below. Please like and subscribe this video, share it if you want to. Let me know what you think in the comments about this video, and I see you guys on the next one. Cheers!